All right, we're now in the underground arena. I don't know how this would pick your draft your deck. Like, oh, now this is to 12 or 3. Okay, interesting. And it costs 2 tickets. Arfus is obviously the cutest. Hmm, interesting. We can get stuff to make a death rattle deck over here. Man, this feels like it's clunk. I feel like we just want this. We just want the death rattle direction. Like Stitch and Sew is just a good card. These are mostly like these need other powerful cards to be powerful. This is real slow. This like as the top, it gives you these, but like feels like you're gonna need a lot of things. I feel like we just want this. This is probably the weak tool. Yeah, all right. Morbid Swarm's super good. Just, it's either removal or tempo. Hematurge is also just real good. Discover effects are really powerful, but like it's harder to use without getting necessarily one drops like the Morbid Swarm. Discover effects are just so good. Yeah, I'm gonna take Hematurge. Faceless Corruptor is really powerful with any kind of with your hero power. It's powerful with tokens. Cinder does feel like it's really powerful with like your stuff that you can use it with Yodeler or Death Growl and stuff. I feel like this is probably my best option. Although, what one cost spells even are there? Like, is this just going to give me a bunch of Death Growls and Morbid Swarms? Because then this is super powerful. This card is just nuts, though. Yeah, I'm going to take Faceless. We don't have anything that makes crop rotation good. I think we just take Wand Maker. Wand Maker is a good, like, it's a value tool and a tempo play. These require other help. We currently have no Frost spells for this. Og Merchant I think, is just a good card. Like, we could obviously find Frost spells for this, but yeah, Og Merchant, like, as a one drop, isn't atrocious, and like is very good for creating value trades with the Divine Shield later on. Sanguine Infestation, I think, is just good. It is double blood, so it makes us blood unholy guaranteed. But this feels like it's card draw and it gives you the ability to like get value out of incremental value trades, which seems really good. Yeah, I think we just want the Infestation. Another Yodeler. Recruiter. Do we just want Recruiter? It's just like a 2-drop that can give us, value stuff. Yodeler so far we don't have a bunch of good hits for. If we already had great hits in the early turns for Yodeler, maybe take this. Another Infestation. I think I'd rather take Rite of Atrocity. Like, this is a Discover effect, which is sort of intrinsically pretty powerful. The Dark Gift is also quite strong. Again, Deathgrowl doesn't really have too much support right now. Infested Breath is just like a reasonable, removal effect that we can just sit on the leech as well. Mana Saber with a 6/6 rush by itself is good, but like we already have cheap, decent number of cheap spells that can enable the Divine Shield too. We don't have any Starship stuff to make Suffocate better, but it's still just 4 cost to kill a guy. Horizon's Edge is kind of insane. We might just want Threads, though. Like, our deck, as it stands, doesn't look like it's going to necessarily use Horizon's Edge super well. And Threads can be great if we fall behind, if there's just like any kind of larger board. Like, right now we don't have anything, if we do fall behind that does anything, I think it will take Threads. Mother Ducker. This is just like a decent, card. This also works very well with Faceless Corruptor, right? Like, if you play Mother Duck, trade into something, next turn you have Faceless Corruptor, which can eat some of the other stuff. I think we take another right. Again, like, we don't really have that much that this is leaning on well. Crystal does push us in the direction where it's a death rattle thing, and it makes the Suffocate we already have better. Yeah. This gives us more Starship direction as well. Army of the Dead is so good though. I feel like Starship gives you a really powerful long game, and we already have Suffocate. And again, like, we have Death Rattle synergies, and this is a Death Rattle thing. Like, imagine Death Growling this. I think I'm going to try this. Astrobiologist feels quite good. Cheap tempo dude who also gives you value. Buccaneer. Oh boy, yes. Do I want a third Rite of Atrocity? Mining Casualties is such a good card. I think I just want a third Rite of Atrocity, though. This card's just so good. There's so much utility. Mining cows. What do I have for like spenders? Which is one of the things that this is good for. It's basically my rights of atrocity, right? Like nothing else is really a heavy spender. Like I don't particularly with my current setup need corpses very heavily. I basically just have like hematurge and rights. So do I just take another right? It might just be better to just take this though. Right is just, I'm gonna take right. I think I just want to take right. Another one. All right. It's not called wrong of atrocity. Ooh, I have 4 right of atrocity. I'm gonna take this matriarch. I can get dark gifts. And this is an insane card. Handler's nuts. Fistful of Corpses is quite powerful. Cool Ghoul is like totally solid, just board presence dude. My 4s right now like are pretty situational, so I think just having this guy also gives me multiple corpses. Orbital Moon. I do have Crystal and potential discovers off of these that it's quite good with. Okay. Another Buccaneer or a Sludge Belcher? I guess what Buccaneer is just so good. I mean, there's also Pupil when I have 4 Rite of Atrocity. I think Buccaneer is just like I have Dreaded Hound Handler. I have Starship pieces. I think Buccaneer's just nuts. It's so hard to kill him too. What are my actual death rattles? I actually don't have that many death rattles that are great with Buccaneer necessarily, right? Because Stitch and Sew does not preserve its death rattle. It's this. It's just 2, right? Like Stitch and Sew is a death rattle, but like its death rattle is part of the Discover, so it doesn't retain its death rattle when it comes back. I think it's still just too good to not take this card though, and because we also just have Rite of Atrocity and tons of undead have death rattle. I'm taking this. All right, let's go. I'm just gonna keep this hand. Oh, baby.
Welcome to the crew.
Eliza? What is this, Hamilton?
The calm before the storm.
All right, I'm just going to play the Buccaneer and trade. Yep. This is like a constructed play right here. Arthur AJX. It has taken 3 damage. How will I live? Ugh. Look at this. Look at the Mondo combo we got off here. Okay. How shall we do this? This will attack here. I guess let's just start with this. Ooh, Murlocula. Although this Nithendia seems like real hard for them to deal with. Murlocula, I'm gonna have... Yeah, I can actually use Murlocula like next turn. I just play this, kill this, and this in. Sure. Yeah, I don't do this.
To the crew.
Sure. Ooh, look at them go. Mm-hmm. So a free charge Murlocula. Oh, I have a Dark Gift as well. Oh boy. Yep.
Stand strong,
Oh boy.
I have things you never knew you wanted.
Much pork. Ooh, glad that wasn't corrupted. Okay. So notably, they did not play any elemental this turn. So if they are like a Kalimos Scar deck, they can't use it this turn. I could Sanguine Infestation, clear their guy, go face, and drain them for 2. I'll just play the Stitch and Sow. I guess play the Stitch and Sow.
Together, we are strong.
Shh. Ellie. All of them are very scary. Yeah, the double Eliza is gross. Rude. Okay, okay. They're imbuing over there. Melty boy. Oh. Alright, we're doing it. Because they each of the ones it generates has the additional death rattle.
A twisted.
I think I just want Discover a Taunt minion. Yeah, that was gross. Okay. I don't think those are going to cut it. You can indeed punch yourself to death. Good job. They found lethal. Well, let's keep these. Ooh, the Matriarch. Okay, with the Matriarch, I definitely want to try and get the Dark Gift. So I'm not just going to play that in 1. Horn of Plenty's a hell of a card. I am just playing him. I'm gonna play this now because I have a second one though. I will. No, I'll take the Stitch and Sow. I have no undead, so this is like pretty mediocre. Yeah, I will just take this. Tambourine. Okay. Slurp, slurp. Oh god, Flipper friends. That's rude. Yeah. Oh, that's so good for them. Holy. Yep. Well. I have to take one of these because I want to coin this out. I guess just this? All of these unfortunately kind of suck. The Cool Ghoul goes to the top of my deck, so it's not in my hand for the Matriarch if I want to play the Matriarch this turn. I guess maybe we do hit the Cool Ghoul and play something else so that we can use Threads to clear this next turn, though. But, like, it might not work if they trade their guys in, is the thing.
Stand strong,
Oh boy. So if I hero power threads, I'm doomed. Doesn't do anything. Wow, that cosmic phenomenon into the swing. I guess I still have to just do it. It'll kill like. Oh no, this will work. This will work. Because this is 1/2. Then these die. Yeah, it does clear.
Fill the skies.
Okay.
Sparkles.
Mother Ducker. I think I just play Belcher plus Stitching. Okay. What? What the hell? This immediately drew Agamagan and another cosmic phenomenon. Hey, pup, chill.
No.
Well, that was outrageously powerful. And now my Frost Strike doesn't even kill anything. Neato. I mean, that wasn't even Woo Arena. That was Woo Sky Mother instantly drawing something nutty. Uh-huh. Well, I'm dead.
Hello.
Maybe there's things that Orbital Moon can save us here.
We are strong.
No, not really. Okay. Well, turns out that no matter what format you're playing, Aviana into Agamagan instantly is very powerful. Who could have guessed? But I mean, they had like Tambourine into Flipper Friends, into Cosmic Phenomenon, into Aviana, and instantly drew Agamagan. I guess let's draft some new cards. So how does this work? Draft 5 new cards. Okay. This guy's probably pretty good. I don't think we have enough tools that Death Growl's that exciting. This is like a good. I mean, like my deck right now, it caps out at 6. It does have like late game in the form of being able to discover powerful things. But let's go ahead and boneyard it. Plague Strike is quite good. This is an extremely good tempo tool. These all mostly suck. Death Beauty's okay. We actually have a pretty high density of good spells. This guy's fine. What is our? We're actually really weak at 3. I have a singular 3-drop, and it's or 3-cost card. We'll take this. Soul Stealer, hell yeah. And Mining Casualties. All right. So what are we cutting? We didn't end up with that many things that actually lean us in the direction of the Starship stuff, so maybe I actually just cut all the Starship stuff. We don't have great targets for Death Growl necessarily. I don't think I want to cut any of the new cards. I think the new cards are actually all quite good. Like, Suffocate's fine. The Probe seems pretty weak, though. Like, Probe seems reasonably weak. We don't have any... Yeah, I think we probably want to cut this. Like... Yeah, Death Growl, we don't have enough good Death Rattles for Death Growl to be effective, I think. Honestly, Yodeler's not that amazing in our deck. It was great in the first match we played. Alright, I think we cut the Probe. Where'd it go? Oh, I already cut it. I think we cut Death Growl. Can you take them back out if you want? Okay, you can. Orbital Moon's kind of mediocre. Like, we don't have great... Like, oddly enough, despite being a, Death Rattle direction, we are, like, actually relatively light on things that are great to give Reborn. because like our again like Stitch and Sew is one of the things. Like I wonder if I even take out like Yodeler, right? I actually think I take out like Yodeler, Defense Crystal, and Orbital Moon as the last three, which seems real strange. But like our only real Death Rattle stuff, like in our deck is Stitch and Sew, right? As this, which is okay at best. It just never really came together. So I think this is my instinct. Is just cutting these. Like Suffocate's okay as just kill a guy for 4. It's not great. But like I think all of these are like pretty inefficient when we don't have a lot built around them. The Reborn, again, like our only real like Death Rattle thing in our deck is Stitch and Sew, and Reborn does not work with Stitch and Sew because it's reliant on the Battle Cry to give you the Death Rattle, right? Like you put it on like Handler or whatever. Like our Buccaneers are still like fine with Handler and fine with the things that Atrocity can find us, right? Because there are a lot of Death Rattles we can generate, which is maybe an argument that like it's still worth playing like Yodeler at least, and maybe cutting something else. Like we basically have Stitch and Sew and like lean on that. The rights are fine, period, right? Get it right. And they're still good with this. Yeah, Silk Stitching is pretty mediocre as well. Maybe I cut Silk Stitching and play Yodeler. What just got back in the deck? The Death Growl. I think I'd rather play Yodeler than Death Growl. Maybe it's the other way around, actually. Because Death Growl just costs the 1, right? I can play Stitch and Sew Death Growl like in 1 turn. Musician is unreliable. It's a 3/3 rush for 3. That's all you care. That's just a good minion, right? Like, and I don't have enough. Like, it is literally my only 3-drop minion. Yeah, I think Death Growl is better than Yodeler because it's cheap and I can play it alongside like Stitch and Sew or whatever I discover with Rite of Atrocity. All right, we're doing this. We'll only a Kugel and keep the rest, I think.
Prepare yourself.
I think I just coin casualties.
I raise, you fold.
Just clear this and play Buccaneer, which lets me play that in that next turn. I think I do.
Battle. Eyes on the horizon.
If I'd had the Handler in my hand, I would have just coined this on 1. Hand of it all? Libra. Okay. It's an interesting choice. Start with the Rite of Atrocity. Do I just want the Dreadhound Handler? The huge Dreadhound Handler? I think the answer is yes. This guy's kind of sick. But what do I do next turn? I guess next turn can always just be like this in a hero power. I lose a card with this one. Maybe it is just Belcher. This is actually kind of sick. Maybe it is this guy. Yeah, I think it is just this guy. I have so very many corpses.
It's time to raise the stakes. My blood for the Lich King.
Ooh, Husk? I think I just take the Husk. I don't have a 6 right now, too, so... Ooh, our board is very durable.
There is time for prayer. And time
Okay.
for action.
We know that they have the Librum of Wisdom, and that gives them Librum of Wisdom, Hope, and Justice. Okay. I think it's better to play the Rite of Atrocity. Nah, this is like 10 power right away.
How about a new? How about a new?
Like, they're just very nearly dead here, you know? They are dead on board if they don't have anything. Lifesteal? They die, though. Because this isn't actually attacking. That is still the number 0. Let's mulligan everything here. We want to have a decent curve. Going first, I have no interest in keeping keeping threads because I want to try to be the one tempoing. I'm kind of hoping they play a 1-drop so I can Plague Strike. I have none of my 4 Rites of Atrocity to go with my Matriarch. Alright, I want to draw Buccaneer Recruiter this turn. I'll take Astrobiologist too. You know what? There's a Rite of Atrocity. We're not spewing a Hematurge, just get a 2/3 on the board. It's too powerful a card. I will play it now. Corpse Explosion is obviously really powerful. Sanguine Infestation gives me a good play next turn. Like right now I have no particularly interesting. I guess I potentially could be like Plague Strike trade. Ugh. God, this is annoying. I feel like I just want this. I feel like taking Corpse Explosion here is like, given that I'm playing first, is so passive. I end up with like no good options. Like I end up with no good plays there. And this can still set up like Infestation into like right into this. Okay. I mean, Infestation works perfectly here. Yeah, like I'd have nothing, right? If I took that, I'd have like no good play this turn, and now I get to do this.
Job done.
Wow, rude. Okay. Fine, be that way. I didn't even know this was a card. Uh-oh, their Starship is getting Starshipy. So I can clear them with like Plague Strike, Hero Power, and then still Rite of Atrocity. Probably my best bet, actually. I guess I might as well play this now. Eliza! This thing is, like, pretty scary already, though.
The Fellfire devours all.
We're not a fan of that.
That's an upgrade. Probably.
I mean, you know what? That into that is real good. So I'm gonna do it.
Eyes on the horizon. My dread blades crave.
It's real good with my Mother Duck. I'm a fan of the Final Fantasy Magic set. There's some cool stuff in there. I'm not like a big Final Fantasy fan, but I think there's cool cards. Like, I haven't played more than like, the OG Final Fantasy on an original Nintendo, Final Fantasy VII. I played a little bit of like the MMO 11 or whatever. So like, I'm not someone who's just like, oh, this, is some. Okay. Sure. That didn't seem super good.
My dread blades crave blood.
Shadows grow long.
It's not bad. Yeah, okay. I did lose the guy for this, so I need to find my other one. Okay, I think we're just in Mother Duck territory. It is indeed Mother Duck territory. I'm a mean Mother Ducker. Cycle of Hatred! Oh god, that was terrible for me. Huh. Well, I mean, I guess... Fortunately, I have tons of this going on, so... Does mean that this, like, just trades with these. I also have 15 corpses for this fistful, and Solstice is going to make even more. That Cycle of Hatred was insane, holy cow. Defiled Spear? Oh god. Shouldn't you just attack one of these two to clear them all? I guess maybe you have something else, but... Mm-hmm. Alright, rude. Yeah, you should have attacked this guy. Okay, I think I just play... Let's see what I get off of this. I could also just play this. Maybe that is better. Yeah. Sarfang's kind of nice. Okay. Ooh. I have so many corpses. Guy's actually kind of sweet. And it has attack. Okay. And this just bonks their guy. Drains them. Haha! You must attack the minion with taunt. Are you finally launching? Okay. Hit this guy. Yeah. Alright, let's start here.
Welcome to the crew.
Ooh. No, I think I want this.
Welcome to the crew.
That's a powerful one. So... I think I am just playing this, and then do I just kill these guys? I guess I just kill this guy with this. And this goes face. Drain that guy. Yeah, I probably should have killed that guy too. Yeah, I should have attacked that. This gives them like onboard ability to clear that.
The courage of man shall not fail.
Whoa! Bunker Sergeant just got me good. Although now this guy has Wind Fury. Exodar? Oh shit. They totally updated the way that Arena works in one of the recent patches. Sure. Take your 6, buddy.
Vile folly.
Okay, we can play this. Clear with the Divine Shield, with Fistful, or with this. Yeah, we'll do it like this. So, blast this guy. And more Sarfang! Feeling pretty solid here, considering they've played their legendary stuff already. Although I guess they could have redrafted a legendary. It is possible at this stage. Sure. Wow. Okay. Mm-hmm. So interestingly, I don't want this to die, right? Because this dying means that this actually is much, much more effective.
It's boogie time.
The ants are actually really scary because they have 3 power. Like, if this dies, then it can, launch with this, which makes it much more effective at punching through anything. Yeah, all my minions have +2 attack because I discovered and gave Reborn to an Eliza. Okay. Okay. Bonk. All right, there we go. And we'll continue our run through the underground.